These are the best free generative design tools that you can use. I'll put all the links in the description below to all the creators. This one is Generative Motion by Paul Solhardt. Basically, this has different presets. So if you go to the top right, you can change from a sphere to a ring. You got flow, basically zooms in the images, and then you've got helix. You can play around with the background. You can change the count of it. You can zoom in. You can do radius, scale to make it really big. You can actually also slow down the loop or make it really fast. We can slow it down. We can bring it in, and also the corners rounds it off. So we can do this, make them orbs if you want. I can click here. I can delete any of the images. I can also click plus and upload an image as well, and I'll add that in. You can also delete all these and drag your own images in. So I got some portfolio images. I can literally click and just drop those in, and it will load it in pretty quickly. And then we can change the ratio. Maybe you want to do it for Instagram or something. We can do 60 frames or 30 FPS, export that MP4, and it's going to save it to my desktop. Next, we've got Odd Grid. Now, this is a generative pixel grid, and you've got different aspect ratios, so we can change it, as you can see, really easy. All the parameters and sliders on the left. We can increase the grid detail. We can also play around with the grain, which gives more pixel. You can fill all the way or less. We can adjust blockiness, block size, the speckle effect. We can do different details. So you can do dots, rings, square, wedge, mixed or custom, and upload your own one of a shape. We can increase the mark amount. So you really got full control. I really like how you can also drop in your own shape. So you can drop in the SVG if you want. I can click on this. We've also got different palettes already pre-built in. Acid, Reso, Mono. That looks mad. You can also left click on the colors and just change whatever color you want. You can also shuffle the colors as well. Super cool. And you can also animate it. You can scan, you can do pulse. So just different effects. Shimmer effect, you can increase intensity. Speed to make it glitch crazy or make it really slow. I think this is really fun for some branding stuff. And then you can export the size. Let's go about 2000 pixels, and you can do SVG MP4, as you can see there. Next, we've actually got Ladybug.app. So this has a bunch of different effects: trace motion, 3D lab, contour mapping, rain reveal, retro matrix, symbol matrix, a whole bunch of different ones. So we can click use this effect. Now, the way you use it is it's always best to sign in with a free account. There is an upgrade, but it's in beta, so it's free right now. And you can export as a PNG, JPEG, MP4, and you get free zip web packs, like 5 free downloads of that, and SVG and PNG. You can also change the scale as well if you're on the Pro. So you get 5 free ones. So what you can actually do is you can just click up here and you can add an image, or you can click on the 3D lab up the top left and it will create this text here. So we can say design or whatever text, or you can make a shape, which I think is very cool. And then you've got your timeline down the bottom and the presets on the left hand side, so you can have full control over this. But I just want to edit my image, so I've got this image of this eagle, and then we can just go through the presets. So maybe you want a Rizzo glow, you just click it and it will apply it to your image, which is super cool. So it really works with any type of image. I'm gonna drop in let's get a logo. So you've got really a lot of really cool effects. It's very flexible with this, a lot of the presets they've created, and the UI is very nice as well. You got retro effects, you have full control, and then on the right hand side you've got full control over how you use it. So it's very versatile. It's very in depth, this one. You can also add motion as well. So let's say we want like this matrix red. You can see it's animating. You can change the motion up, and then we can export that as a MP4. Next up, we've got this brand asset generator from Jordan Stornoff. It's a micro graphics type of design. So I'm going to just use one of these images. You got the opacity, as you can see. You got pixel size. You got zone size. You can turn stroke on or off. You got frame text. You can change that or bring it to 0. We've got crosshairs here. So you can turn things on and off, and then you've got control over sizing, strokes, and all these little graphics. Got this chain effect, the intersection with the little like numbers. So it's really fun to play around with the micrographics. And it detects the image, and then it can go based on the shadows or the lighting. So that's why you click bright, it will do the highlights. If you do dark, it will do the contrast. And let's say I, randomize all, it can do random things. You can also randomize the image as well. So this one of like a bird is cool. You can change circle to squares. You can make some really cool stuff. As you can see. Let me just go randomize again. Then once you're happy, you've also got palette changing. Next, we have a ski magic to do a lot of dither effects, dots. I can go to the right hand side, and you've got some animated presets here. For this one, you can export PNG, JPEG, MP4s, and change the resolution. You can also click on recipes, and you can share the thing you made. You can copy the code and put that on your website. You can also upload your own images. We can blur image. You can change to solid black or original. You can change the opacity of the image at the back. That's pretty cool. And you've got recipes. So we've got matrix, vaporwave, just preset ones that we have here, so you can see the effects. I'm going to go back to the image I have, and you can play around. You just left click on these buttons, and you can get a whole mixed bag of effects. Braille, disco, voxel, lines. You can change the font size, as you can see. We can invert it. We can do dot grid overlay. You can do coverage. You can enable lights. You can animate as well on top of that. You can move these lights around, which is cool. You can also do black and white, sepia, cool, fade, cyber, vintage. I can change the tone of the overlay, make it look more purple or something. So I recommend playing around with all that. And then you can add Gaussian blur, lens effect. You have multiple blurs here. That looks sick. You can add a vignette, scan lines. Cool, so then I can go here and do an MP4. And we'll just do something small and do 60 frames, and we're going to export that. Next up, we've got generative.graphics, just a generator tool. And we've got first layout. So we've got this cool layout here, and we can change rows. And we can create these intricate geometric patterns. Change the padding if we want. You can do offset. We can add noise to make it more randomized and have more artifacting. You can change the shape to an ellipse, so we want it more rounded. And you can play around with the sizing, diameter, rotation, height. And then we can play around with the colors. So we can go single depth, or we can go presets, gold dust, steel, heat wave, whatever we want. And we can fade it a little bit. It's super cool. Makes it more interesting. And then once you're done with the design, we can just export as an image or a video. Next, we've got Benjamin Smith. So this one, he's got a whole bunch of tools here. He's got a topographic one. He's got a curve generator, a ski tool, 90 CRT effect tool, spirograph, isometric, just a whole bunch of fun things that you can do. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the tool, and you just click on the toggle the tools. And for this one, we can create these nice line shapes. Let's go orange for that. And we can do points, we can do gradient or a trail, like with the fades. We can animate the path. You can also rotate it like this. That's awesome. So then you get something that looks more like 3D. Or this would work well for like a website, animation export. And then you can loop the animation, just tick that on, and then export as an animated SVG. And this would work nice for a website or something. Next, we've got color flows and mesh gradient editor. We've got a lot of presets that we can choose. let's say we want like one of these presets here. You just click on it. You can control the mesh to adjust and customize to how you want it. We've also got tools on the right, so we can do mirror angle. You can minimize. We can align. We can do perpendicular or maximize it. We can also change the colors as well. Maybe you want like a red here or something. And then you can export as an image or a video. And this is also a Framer plugin as well. So you can drop it in Framer or you can drop it Figma, but you don't have to. You can just use it just like this. And then you can press V and actually add more lines to make it really wild. And then we can export, let's say, as a PNG. And then you just download like that. So I think it's fun. You got a lot of different presets here. A lot of like creative mesh gradients that you don't really see. If you click on some of these other ones, you get more settings. So this one, you can do circle or rectangle. So let's say you want circle. You can change the segments. So we can increase exposure, contrast, saturation. You can change the color interpolation. And then we can do grid. So we got glass distortion, color balance, film grain, chromatic aberration. And once again, you can just play around with this and just go crazy with it. Add some frost effects. You can add effects, so you can add blurs, grains, halftones, as you can see here. And then you can make it interactive. And then once you're ready, you go to animation. And so when you move it, you can see this. And then you can embed that code into your website. Just click on the bottom and you can easily add that in. Next, we've got Dither or Dither. It's got 2 T's. They focus on pixel distortion, print, retro color effects. So similar to some of the other apps, this one has a free version as well. So if this one, you just start off with an image, you can click plus, upload, or upload a video or an image. You can click gradient as well. So you can have full customization of that. You can also just use any of the backgrounds they have. They've got a lot of nice ones here. That's really cool. And you can increase brightness, contrast, saturation, hue, you know, and you can press reset to reset everything. So on the left, you got all these effects, you know, glows, noise if you want, etc. And then on the left, you can select any of these effects and it'll add it. So you've got scan lines. Maybe you want CRT. And then down the bottom, you'll see the effects panel. You just click the little bin, or you can hide it, right? You can hide it with the eyeball to get rid of that. So maybe we want, you've also got Pro effects on the Pro plan. Maybe we want some bloom and chromatic shift. And I can just turn that off. So that's looking kind of cool. And then on the right side, we can turn texture on, so we can change it. You got Lego, dots, halftones, dither effects, dots, pixel art, and then the ASCII, right? So we can play around with this, make it very trippy. Maybe I want to get rid of that. Do dot effects, and then you can just turn on duotones. Might turn that off, and then you've got motion here. You can shuffle through the images. And then you click export and then just choose for 30 frames. If you upgrade to the Pro, it will give you 60 frames. Next, we've actually got Spherium. It creates a sphere-like Earth planetary graphic. You can change the actual shape. So you got circles, square, triangles, dots, pluses. You can increase the density. So let's go high density, right? You can do South America, Asia. I'm in Australia, so let's do Australia here. And you know, it's in beta right now, but you can play around the configuration. You can play around with the colors. I'm gonna increase the size. I'm gonna do this plus style. You can change the color, just left click on it. I think that's really cool. And then the environment. So you got the meridian lines. And the parallels, you can turn them on as well. And those ones, I'll just make gray. And then click on the export button on the top and download the SVG. And there you have it. You got this cool sphere image, add it to your website or whatever you want. and you can play around it. So if you want to get more tutorials like this, subscribe, and you can also watch this video here and watch me show you some other great tools.